Hi guys, welcome to another episode of my routine blog series. In this video, I'm gonna show you my evening routine during my laboratory internship in the middle of this pandemic. I filmed this video on Thursday. I got back home around 5:30 p.m. So I'm planning to be super productive so that I can enjoy tomorrow night. I'm on my second week getting back to the lab due to the lockdown in Germany. I'm having a lot of fun with my lab work, but I gotta say that I'm still getting used to this full-time schedule. The first order of business is to cook dinner. I get quite an early dinner because I'm worried about my indigestion disturbing my good night's sleep. I thought about making something nice for dinner, but I decided to screw it and started heating up my vegetable curry and rice. While eating, I watched a Netflix series called Away. I love this show even after watching it a couple of times. It just made me sad they won't show season 2 on Netflix for some reasons. After my meal, because I'm trying to make the best use of my evenings these days now that I'm working full-time, I turned up my computer and started cleaning up. In other words, this is my productive procrastination in action. This means that I don't have much brain power to study yet, so I procrastinated by doing something else that I will have to do, which is tidying up my environment. I firstly need to wash all my dishes and make my tiny kitchen sparkle. Then I broom my room and bathroom because I don't have a vacuum cleaner. I also like to clean my desk before studying/working because I feel like a clean environment multiplies my productivity and concentration. By the way, I'm listening to an audiobook on Audible with my AirPod. Listening to an audiobook or podcast while doing house chores and working out makes everything even more fun. Then I take a shower, starting with hot water and ending with cold, which is truly refreshing. Now that my belly's full and everything's tidy, I'm ready to study. Tonight, I'm gonna continue to write my lab report. I did a research internship in a research institute in my second/third semester. Since I want to get a credit out of my experience, I need to write a report. I began with interpreting my stats of my data. The main experiment I did is called ELISA, Enzyme-Linked Immunosorbent Assay, which is often used as a diagnostic tool for viruses and so on. Then I read some research papers to polish my background knowledge and dive deeper into the assay itself. For my lab report, I'm still working on my rough draft. I usually write a rough draft, then proofread it on my own couple times, and then turn that into a first draft. So my writing is very crappy at this point. But many professors and scientists told me that I should not care about trivial mistakes such as grammar and building a concrete narrative at this point. Not only this will disrupt my workflow, but this will also consume too much time if I keep revising my previous statements. It's much more efficient to complete my rough draft and then worry about narrative and grammar when I work on my first draft. Then I decided to switch my gear and read some papers about this experiment ELISA with my trusty iPad covered by paper-like screen protector. My affiliate link is in the description section below if you're interested, with my Apple Pencil as well. Also, I recently started using an app called Papership to read scientific papers because it syncs with Mendeley that I have been using for years now. The best thing about this app is that I can annotate with my Apple Pencil while reading the paper. This means that I don't have to print out the paper to annotate. I'm planning on making a dedicated video about this app, so let me know if you'd be interested in that in the comment section below. Anyway, I always find it helpful to get some insights from research papers while writing a lab report. I can get some nice arguments suitable for my introduction and discussion section. When I find something interesting, I highlight, annotate something, and shove it into my Notion, which I did not really do in this video because I felt lazy. I'm reading some papers about the experiment ELISA, using nanobodies because that's one of the experiments I did during my internship. I am mostly paying attention to how they developed the method, what proteins and buffers they used, and how they analyzed their data, or what statistics they used. I also try to find some references for my paper. In the second paper I read, I found some interesting insights. They used different agents for a particular step. I wondered if I could also have used this agent to improve my results. I decided to mention it in my discussion section, so I opened my Notability app in a split screen mode and jotted down. By this point, it was nearly 10 p.m. I got pretty tired and decided to call it a night. But before I go to sleep, there's a couple more things that I need to do, but not work related. I'm trying to write a journal every night before going to bed, more like documentation. I'd like to call this night dump, where I dump everything in my brain on this Word document for 15 minutes. I think this helps me a lot fall asleep better because I think I got a lot in my mind these days. The last thing I do is to quickly reflect my day on my physical planner. This is a Moleskine planner which I've been using for years now. I just like the simple design with plenty of spaces to write. Every morning before I go to the lab, I document several things on the top and write some goals for the day below. Alright, so this is my physical notebook. I don't know if you could see because of the light. So this is where I document a lot of aspects in my life. So today is Thursday, March 18th. Firstly, I keep track of my sleep, like how long I sleep. And in the right hand corner, I keep track of things like workout, meditation, stretching, like coffee, water, tea, stuff like that. I also like to document and think about these following things. Daily highlight, something to be grateful for, and something that I have to let go, and something that I'm proud of, and something that I need to improve in my life. Okay, goals. So I usually like to divide my goals into two parts, biology and others. So yeah, that's basically it. I've been trying many different ways to bullet journal or document, but I think I'm really loving this. I think this is gonna go for a while. Around 11 p.m., I thought I got enough work done for tonight and headed into my bed. I read a book on my iPad Kindle app for half an hour. I'm reading Pride and Prejudice because I recently joined an Instagram book club led by one of my favorite novelists, and it's happening in less than 2 weeks. Well, this is pretty much what I do in the evenings these days. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please consider doing so. Also, if you have an interesting evening routine that you would like to share with me, please leave it down in the comment section below. I would love to hear about it. Have a productive day and stay healthy. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.